He left a trail of rust through the northern kingdoms. He stole bones from dragons to try to use them to heal himself, and he has eluded our grasp. Will we find him? Can we find him? Hello, Your Majesty, you summoned me?
Ah, yes.
Hail, Pineleaf! There has been great unrest in Dale as of late, and much to my dismay, it does not seem to be lessening as we struggle to accommodate both the needs of our peoples and the displaced Hroom. Now I am told that a man of Laketown has come to Dale spreading vile, unfounded rumors about someone or something known as the Herald of Winter. Matters of intrigue and rumor are beyond the wisdom of the young prince, and so I have called upon you. You have seen the works of the Dark Lord with your own eyes, and know well the minds of his servants. I am of a suspicious mind about what I have heard thus far, but I will not rush to judgment without knowing the truth of these rumors. Speak to the folk of Dale. Hear their words well, and work to calm those you can. Following that, seek out the Lakeman and order him to cease the rumor-mongering. Whether or not there is any truth to them, no good will come to spreading fear among the people of the Dale lands. Very well. I shall do so at once, Your Majesty. Sir, what are these rumors that are circulating around? What is happening? If it is not one foe, it is another. When shall there be peace? Some sort of foe around. What type of foe? Is it the man in rust? Is he still about? Probably. But where? Maybe it will lead to him. That's the only thing I hope to get out of this. Maybe we could track him down finally. He has given us quite a chase. Now, where are we? Hello there, could you tell me the rumors coming from Laketown? We have not forgotten the hurts done to our people by Schmog. If a cold drake now comes for us, what hope have we? A cold drake. Is that the rumor? A cold drake? Well, that could have to do with the man in rust. He has been looking for drakes and worms all over the place. Perhaps that is it. Hello there! Could you tell me about the rumors coming in from Laketown? Is there anything unusual? All this talk of the Weeping Warrior, and now another of his kind has come to the north. It cannot be! Another one of the Gurzil? Or is it the Weeping Warrior, and they just think it's someone else? Interesting. Hello there! Could you tell me what the rumors are that are going around? It seems to me the war's just ended. Can we even defend Dale against another new foe? Well, they keep on talking about new foes. But where and how? But if there is another foe, I'll do my best to defend them, whatever it may be. Hello there. Could you tell me about the rumors that are happening around here? If this Herald of Winter wants Dale, he can have it. We have suffered enough. The Herald of Winter. That sounds like a nasty name. And he's coming with a cold drake or something? Well, that's what they make it sound like, at least. Hello there. Could you tell me what the rumors are coming in from Laketown? So much loss. I cannot bear the thought of more. Alright, so... are they all one rumor? Or are they several? Now, if I find the rumor monger, maybe, just maybe, I'll be able to find out what's really going on. And when I do, I'll find a way to deal with it somehow. Ah, this man has quite a crowd. Maybe he is the rumor monger. Hello there. What's going on here?
Long Lake Mountain Tall.
The crowd down there, friend. Why don't you join them? There's more still to be said. Yes, and I think you should cease going around spreading rumors all over the place. I have been told all manner of tales by the fine folk of these lands, and now it's a crime when I want to share them? Well, I never! This very morning I fished with a dwarf of Erebor named Neelig, and we struck up a fine conversation about the histories and legends of our peoples. Fine enough, indeed, that I did not mind my poor catch for that day. Do not think me so imperceptive. I know when I'm meant to leave. I'll be off then, but if the Queen Regent does not approve of my tales, perhaps you should speak to Neelig instead. Neelig. Very well. Let me see. Of course, it's always possible he was talking about old tales and not new ones. Who knows? Let us find out what's really going on. I think I have found my dwarf. How many dwarves are sitting around Dale fishing? Hello? Keenleague?
Greetings, friend.
What can I do for you, stranger? The fishing is good today, but I am wise enough to know that is not why you have come. Sit then, and we can speak. Ah! Oops! I missed my jump. Sorry to take so long. I had to change into something a little bit less wet.
Long live Thorin Stornhelm, King under the mountain!
Yes, there's some unrest being caused by a man from Lake Town who is spreading all sorts of rumors, and he said he was talking to you earlier today. Bah! I should have known he'd not understand. We were sharing tales we'd heard to pass the time, and he insisted on trying to surpass every one I told with one of his own. A boring lot they were, to be honest, and he delivered them with such enthusiasm. When I had tired of hearing them, I told him the tale of the Grey Rack, for I know it would end whatever competition he'd imagined between us. Once the kingdom of the Grey Mountains was bountiful, but with very wealth drew the dragons of the north to its halls. The dwarves of Durin's folk withstood their attacks for many years, but when at last a great cold drake came before the door of the hall, both King Dian the First and his son Fror fell, and the battle was then ended, though many of his folk would soon enough admit it. My ancestors' halls were choked with frost, their hoards were plundered, and in time whatever else they had wrought was brought to ruin. And so it became the Grey Rack, home only to the orcs and the dragons of the north ever since. It was a sorrowful old tale, and it is but a small measure of what Durin's folk have endured. I am troubled that this lake man did not understand the painful truth of my story. It is not some fanciful tale to be trotted out for the amusement of passers-by. I am sorry for causing such a stir. If the Queen Regent would have me return to Erebor, I will not protest. I suspect she'll understand it was a misunderstanding on your side, and on your friend's side, who unfortunately was being most improper with the information he heard. I better go tell the Queen Regent. Hail, your Majesty. It appears some stories a man heard from a dwarf while fishing got embellished, and that's the source of these rumors. The dwarf is apologetic that the stories were coming around like this. Apparently, they're old stories from the days of earlier kings under the mountain.
Ah, yes.
What is the meaning of this, Pineleaf? We have troubles enough without unfounded tales being spread as truth. What did this rumor monger have to say for himself? Yes. That is it then? Old stories? I will not ask Killing to depart Dale, but he would be wise to keep his tales of his people to himself for a time. As for this foolish lake man, I would like to have a word with him. Rumors are a dangerous matter, and I would not abide such reckless behavior in Dale. Seek him on the roadway to Lake Town, and deliver him to me at once. Yes, your Majesty. I shall. And I think I'd better find another piece of armor. He has quite a head start ahead of me, so I don't know if I can find him or not. That's not good. Hello? What? What? How do you know the Herald of Winter? Answer! Whoa, what is going on here? Good thing I changed into some armor. Know you of the Herald of Winter? What? Did this guy actually believe those stories too? Oh, of course! He's one of the people from the Weeping Warrior who is looking for dragon bones. Of course. So, he has people listening out for rumors of dragon bones. Well, 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 well. That sounds typical. You will answer to the Weeping Warrior, you miserable hobbit! Yeah, right. This is getting stranger and stranger. It appears that someone believed those stories all too well. When the followers of the Weeping Warrior decided to kill him, hoping to get information about where this worm is going to be. I have not known you to fail in your charges, Pineleaf. So what's happened? I see. I feared the servants of the Weeping Warrior had not yet departed these lands, and now there can be no doubt that they remain. I had suspected that the Herald of Winter was one of the Gyrzel, alike in longevity and cruelty of Karazgar, but Koenig's tale implies that this foe is a great cold drake of the north. Neither of these prospects is heartening, for none in the north are prepared to wage another battle. Before I act hastily, though, I wish to learn the truth of Koenig's tale, and so I would have you deliver this missive to Erebor. Innocent blood has been spilled, and this has become a more complicated matter, but I do not intend to stain the relationship between our kingdoms on such a crucial hour. Deliver my missive to King Thorn III, and let us hope he has more insight on these tales mean than the people of the Dalelands. Very well, I shall do so at once, your Majesty. Your Majesty, I bear a missive from the Queen Regent of Dale. Hail, Pineleaf! What is it that you have there? I share Erna's concern about these tidings, and I too mourn for such a needless loss of life. but there is something deeply troubling about what she has told me. It would seem Keenly told you of the many evils of the great cold drake, Vithug Wintermind, but his tale does not match what the lake man told the folk of Dale. There is talk enough of frost and ruin, to be certain, but this is an old tale, of an old foe. And so, this is what troubles me. Vithug Wintermine has never been known as the Herald of Winter, not to Durin's folk, and not to the orcs of the north. Whatever else the lake man was told, it must have come from Lake Town, and from the mouth of one of those wretched men of Mordor. Whether the Herald of Winter is indeed one of the Gurzel I cannot say. I will send word to Erna at once, and we shall speak of what is to be done. When the time comes, I will ask you to return to me in this matter. And what will you find in Lake Town? That we'll learn in the next episode of the Lay of Rime, Rust and Rhyme.